Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the simulator. Welcome back to the channel. TurbodTalon Golf on YouTube. My name is Shelby Iverson, same as it was yesterday. Today I'm going to play my own league that I just created probably 20 minutes ago. It's aptly named the TurbodTalon Golf League. Tournament's called Start Anew with Valley View, and it's going to be at Valley View Golf Club. This course is probably 20 minutes southeast of me, over in Layton, Utah. Pretty challenging. There aren't a lot of Utah courses on SGT if you subtract the ones that are behind Patreon paywalls for TechBud or Pac-Man or whoever. There are even fewer. But let's rock and roll with it. Guys, this league's not going to be... It's not going to be a difficult league. You're probably never going to see any 13 stimp greens. You're never going to see firm greens. We might do firm fairways or links fairways so we can get more run out on the golf ball. But you're never going to see anything that I wouldn't normally play in real life. We try to stay around 6,000 yard tees, normal greens, normal fairways, stuff like that. The league's probably going to start out with Utah courses that are just normally available to all SGPRO users, but we'll see how that morphs as time goes on. But without further ado, Valley View Golf Course for my league, because we needed another SGT league, right? 5,700 yard tees, 6-foot gimmies, Friday pins, stimp set to 11. Guys, the greens on this course are a little bit demanding. I'll just say that right now. They're demanding in real life, and they're going to be demanding during this round, so your best bet's to just land near the pin. The tournament is not at 335 feet. That course is actually at like 4,000, 5,000 feet above sea level, so that I don't remember why. I don't know why I did that. Calm wind, etc., so forth and so on. I've already got a question in the chat. Can I ask why you don't use your max drivers? Well, I usually do use my Sim 2 max driver. Are you talking about this Callaway Rogue driver? Because it is actually a max driver. Most of my drivers are max drivers because I suck at golf. Unless you mean something different, because my ping is the 10K max or max 10K. The Sim 2 is a max. This Callaway Rogue ST is a max. If you can elaborate on the question, I can try to help you out there. But I'm going to roll into this round here. Also, finally cracked one of these Max Fly High, whatever golf balls. She's got a nice little crack. There we go. Crack, crack, crack. Butt crack. Crazy Taylormade hasn't been able to make a better driver over the past 4 years. They still make the Sims 2s at the factory. Yeah, there were a bunch of Sim 2s in a, I wouldn't say it was a bargain bin, but that's where I got mine. Guys, we're going to try something a little bit different with the chat window today. I want you guys to be able to see what other people are putting in the chat. Because I don't want to spend the time to read it because I'm a lazy ass. But let's try to get this working here so that it's legible at the bottom of the screen. Hopefully that answers your question. Most of all the drivers I have sitting over here are max drivers. Okay, I don't necessarily like that either. This is going to be a little more challenging than I thought, guys. Everything's challenging for me, though, because I'm a knucklehead. Your boy's a knucklehead. Let's try this. It's ugly. It's covering part of the screen, but I've done worse. McLovin says current driver is an AI Smoke Max. Except for these super old Callaway Big Bertha drivers that I have over here from like the 90s, every driver feels the same to me, if I'm being completely honest. Okay, I just got done playing a hardcore round of golf. We want to show the flag. We want to show all this stuff. Enable gimme circle and show aim indicator. Hide UI on shot. We do want to do that. Match settings. We don't want to hide UI on ready though. Where did that go? Hide UI on ready. Hide UI on shot. Okay, so I'm going to have to go in and change all of these every time I play. Hide distance banner on screen. That's probably going to be pretty lame. We'll see if it's any better. All right, I can already see something weird here. Yeah, let's play. Let's play some golf. Let's just play some golf. That's the reason that the altitude's not correct, is because I chose the wrong course. I'm doing good, Tim. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So what I get? Yeah, Tim, this is my league, but I chose the wrong course. There's 2 valley views in GS Pro, and apparently I'm a knothead. So let's get the show on the road. We don't need to hit driver on this hole unless I want to try and launch a ball over into the ether here, which unfortunately means you're maybe hitting through some trees. Could you drive the green? You could drive the green if you wanted to, if you think you can hit between these trees. That's actually kind of fun. Let's try that. Little draw. Right into the bunker. So we'll try again next week to play the correct course. But I'm not going to play 2 valley views in a row, so it'll be some other Utah course around here, because I'm an idiot. This is the league. It's got a handicap restriction, but I don't think that's going to rule out all but like the best golfers. It should be listed in there. I need to do a few things. I don't like that the league's in all caps. I'll go in and do some tweaks. What do we got here? Okay, I'm missing an indicator. Is what it is. Let's putt. Let's putt. I don't know why I don't have my distance to pin. See, I think I remember why I quit doing those hardcore rounds now, because I can't remember what settings I disabled. So that would have been a birdie. Tim, it's going to be your handicap from SGT. If you go into your profile and look at your combo handicap, I think that's what it uses. So unless you're like a scratch golfer in real life, you should be eligible for this league. It's just if you see some of these other leagues that are open, it's the same few guys winning them every week, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Right, because you can just say, okay, well, that's gross score. Let's check net score. 66 yards in. Hopefully you guys are getting a little bit of background noise. That's a little better. Let me know if anything's too loud or not loud enough. Did I miss anyone's questions? Yeah, I don't love having this chat window at the bottom, but I'm trying to show way too much shit on the screen all the time, and that's just some collateral damage due to that. Let me find out why I can't see some stuff here. Show flag, we want to show flag, putt mode, shot options settings. There's got to be something I have not ticked. Launch monitor carry, ghost play. Enable show ball ready indicator, hide user interface on shot. Yeah. Narrow UI mode. What the hell's narrow UI mode? Ah. Oh, there is a lot of settings in here, but there's still so many I wish there were more. Follow camera, enable, yep, mini map points of interest. I do want to see that. Guys, I still have no clue how far it is to the pin. It looks like it's 28 feet. I'll figure that out later. Tim says he doesn't know what his handicap is on the real course. There's nothing wrong with that. It takes time. I think you have to have so many holes, and you've got to go in, and if you want to have an official handicap, you've got to go in and use an app. Okay, I'm smoking the ball here, talking too much, trying to figure out what's going on. We're somehow even after 2. Okay, this is a fun little hole. Guys, this is not the course that I intended to play, so if you go in and join the league on hole 3, just go long and know that I didn't intend to use this version of Valley View. Mine is the other version of Valley View, because I'm a knucklehead. Tim, if you're shooting in the 70s on the real golf course, you're basically a scratch golfer. Your handicap is like 0. That's amazing, man. My handicap's 19 to 20, and I usually shoot in the high 80s, the low 90s. So you're a hell of a golfer, man. I'd say you're better than most of the people that play on SGT, period. That's a crazy handicap. Most guys that are shooting scores like that track their handicap, though. Guys, I don't usually drink out of these stupid whatever mugs that you see all these women running around with, but my wife made me a drink, and that's what she made it for me in. What are they called? Stanley mugs or something? Like you see people take them into restaurants and drink out of those instead of buying a soft drink at the restaurant. If I shot in the 70s outside most of the time, I'd probably shit my pants. That's going right. Right into the fairway. Right, but if you're shooting in the 70s outdoors, that means you're shooting 10 to 15 strokes underneath that in the simulator. My handicap's 15 strokes higher outside than it is in here. My combo handicap's like 5.5. My outdoor handicap is 19 to 20 depending on the day. So if you're shooting in the 70s outside, you're probably shooting I don't know, 65 to 70 in the simulator. That's amazing golf. 150, unless I'm hearing something wrong, which is completely plausible. I appreciate the kind words. Hitting the ball far doesn't mean you have a low handicap. Because I hit the ball further than all my buddies here in Utah, and maybe except for one or two of them, and I'm still a 20 handicap. But I've only been playing golf for a year and a half, so. Oh, it's a little chilly in the stimulator. Hey, Foof, how are you? Good. I see you in a lot of the chats for the other more popular sim tubers, so it's good to see you. I appreciate your patronage. Let's hope I don't duck hook this OB. What the hell was that? That might be OB in the other direction. What in the holy shit was that? Guys, that was an in to out swing path with a extremely open club face. Like, it doesn't even feel right. That's so weird. I must not have been paying attention. My bad. 213 to the pin, and I got to go over the clubhouse and the parking lot. So wish me luck. This would be the most unnerving shot ever if you did this in real life. Like, this would be absolutely terrible. That would be so scary in real life. Tim, are you saying you get a lot of time in the sim? Because that's awesome. Although sometimes the sim does get a little bit old for me because I spend so much time in here. Yeah. I actually started golfing about 25 years ago, but it was always just like, let's see how drunk we can get. It was never, I never intended to be competitive. But it's good to have you back. Guys, I really got to figure out why there's some box I don't have ticked that is making it so I can't see my distance to the pin. Ooh, a double. I need to trim these damn fingernails. I'm like Teen Wolf here. I remember unclicking the box, and I just don't remember what the hell it was. Leave it up to me to choose the wrong damn golf course for my first league round here. It's a nice course. It's just not. I knew on the first tee it wasn't Valley View because that whole dog legs to the left. All right, I guess we'll do this the hard way. 23 feet, playing about 20 feet. Bowling ended because of COVID. Yeah, I could see that. Everybody here in Utah says that the reason it's impossible to get a tee time is because golf got so popular during COVID. Because everywhere else I lived, while I was stationed different places in the military, it wasn't very hard to get a tee time, but then I come back here after I retire and it's just pandemonium. That was thin. Should be all right. I love how they modeled this like a municipal golf course, like the greens are all tore up and shit. Oh, I love it. Yeah, didn't have to social distance at golf. Shit. I intentionally social distance myself at golf right now. I know I'm the rando sometimes for other people, but all right, that's going a little to the right. Maybe I have tree trouble. I need to make a list of settings that I change when I'm going to hardcore mode, because this is pissing me off. Social distancing. Playing my own SGT league. Who'da thunk it? All that keeps playing in my head is the Jeffersons intro song, the Moving On Up song. I'm moving on up to the east side. We finally got our piece of the pie. I used to watch that when I was little. I have no idea how far it is to the pin. 24 feet. So we want to play a 27-foot shot. Ooh, that was almost in the hole. Let's try to get a birdie here. I really don't want to be looking too bad. Oh, Foof, don't get me started. Good old buddy. I still see people wearing their masks alone in their cars. I see people wearing their masks walking down the street, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I don't understand people. That's probably why I don't have any friends. I'm just kidding, I have friends. They're all imaginary, but they're friends, right? That counts. That was a sky ball, folks. First one in a long time. I do apologize for the inconvenience. And we're right behind a tree. You couldn't be more behind the tree. I do enjoy when you guys come into the right. Everybody loves when people. Everybody loves the gloat, but I have hit about 60,000 balls in the last year. Like, it's been nonstop. I do appreciate the kind words, but it's been a long, long journey. It's been a long journey. The struggle continues outside, though, because I'm in like 20 handicap hell right now. Maybe 20 handicap purgatory, let's call it that. 20 handicap purgatory. I appreciate you watching my videos. Some of them are just bad. Some of them I get a bad attitude in. That's going to be in the bunker. That would have been a really beautiful shot. Would have been a beautiful shot. Foof, I promise if you keep working on your shot and you get a golf coach, you'll be breaking 100 in no time. I promise. And what's crazy is you hear people say, you can't break 100? Breaking 100 is harder than you think it is, right? If you make one mistake on every hole on an 18-hole course, you're going to shoot a 90. You start making a mistake, 1.5, 2 mistakes on the course on every hole, and you're not able to break 100. So I guess what I'm saying is, one mistake per hole is not that hard to make. One botched putt, you top the ball off the tee, and you've made your mistake for the hole. You're probably going to get a bogey. Okay, just like that. 2 mistakes a hole is a lot easier than you think. That's maybe a botched tee shot and a bad putt. It's not that hard to make 2 mistakes per hole, and then what's that, a 1-0 something? So when you can get it down to where you're making like 1 mistake per hole, like a botched tee shot, a botched whatever, like you're doing a lot better than most golfers are, period. Oh, wow. Okay, we should be fine. That was a lovely little tee shot. I think I have my break. The first time I broke 100 here, here's the golf ball for it. It's a Bridgestone, one of those Bridgestone soft balls, but I kept it. This is the first time I ever broke 100. It says it was on the 25th of October, 2024. So the first time I broke 100 was like a year and a week ago. And it looks like I shot a 97. It's a lot harder than you think it is. People make it seem like it's easy, but I think those people forget where they came from, and they forget that the struggles they endured along the way. Like 100's easy to break. Like, man, no the hell it's not. Shut up. See, there's your 1 mistake for the hole. Luckily it's rolling up, but that was like a Healy thin shot. But there's your mistake. So now we're on our 3rd shot. We basically got to get near the pin here. We're taking a bogey. That was barely on the green. So that 1 mistake on that approach shot is going to cost us a bogey. It's so easy to make 1 mistake on every hole. It's easy to make 1.5 mistakes on every hole. I realize you can't make a half a mistake on a hole, but I'm talking like aggregate. So on 18 holes you make 1 mistake, and on 9 of those 18 holes you make 2 mistakes, is basically what I'm saying. It's just not as easy as people think. So there you go, that cost me. I'm 3 over now through 10. Golf's fun, guys, let me tell you what. No. It's not paying attention to the chat. Yeah, you hit, like, the thing is a 110, as hard as this game is, a 110 is not a bad score. Just the golfing community wants you to feel bad about it. I understand we don't want to watch professional golfers do that with their tee shot. We don't want to watch professional golfers 4-putt on the green. I understand that, and that's why those guys make millions of dollars. But to say that a normal guy who only gets to play maybe twice a month or gets to play every weekend is not going to be doing that type of stuff. They're going to be 3-putting on the green. They're going to be maybe taking a couple of tee shots because the first one went OB or whatever, right? Like, it's just, golf's not as easy as everybody wants you to think it is. It's not as easy as the guys who are trying to sell you new golf clubs want you to think it is. Because you can see all these golf clubs lining my wall, and I bought 99% of them since I started golfing last summer, and ain't a damn one of them did anything for my golf game. Like, I can cycle through, I can pick up a set of clubs, the last set of clubs I was using, these Mizuno Musclebacks, and I'll shoot the same score. I'm playing these player improvement, these ST Rogue player improvement irons. Like, it's honestly just, it's going to be how much work you're willing to put in. How many golf balls you're willing to hit in the sim. How many golf balls you're willing to go hit on the range. Although I don't just think mindlessly hitting golf balls on the range is going to do much for your game. And the most important thing you got to do is get yourself a golf coach. If you only see the guy a dozen times until you've kind of got some good habits established, it doesn't matter. But even professional golfers are always have a coach. Anyway, I'm ranting. There's another sky ball. I knew I shouldn't have moved up to the taller tee again. What do we got? $1.17 in. So that sky ball only went 175. Luckily, it's a short par 4. And then another thing is, make sure this is my opinion, you can take it or leave it. Make sure you're trying to play outside as much as you can. Because if you start getting good in the simulator and you think it's going to translate to the outside, it's not going to. Like, I'll get out of this bunker, unless I screw something up, I'll get out of this bunker in one try. Guaranteed. Outside, I'm not guaranteed to get out of the bunker in one try. All I got to do is that, and I'm out of the bunker, right? Hell, I'm rolling toward the hole. But getting out of a bunker in real life is a much more scientific event. You've got to hit behind the ball. You've got to foof the sand up under the ball. If the bunker at the course you're playing at it's just rained, or you're playing somewhere in the Mountain West like I do, the sand in the bunkers isn't like fluffy. It's hard. It's more like dirt. Yeah, you're almost better off not having a sim. I mean, it's good to get the reps. It's a double-edged sword. That really sucks. What's that, a double? Look at me playing like this in my own league round. I'm not playing too bad. 141. Yeah, I do the same thing. I try to play as cheap as possible too, but sometimes it's like I get tired of playing the same course that's like 13 bucks. All right, that's looking bunker bound. No, that actually had a good bounce. There's a lot of courses here in northern Utah that are open year-round as well, but playing off of the frozen ground is just miserable. You're basically picking every ball, right? That's probably, that actually worked. Easier to play outside than it is in the sim. Yeah. I started sim golfing because I got beat really bad. Me and my partner got dead last in this scramble we played. And I just vowed to myself that I was never going to come in last in a scramble again. So it's more out of like sheer pride and I don't know, what's the word? Hubris? I don't know what it is. But I just said, I'm not doing this anymore. I've been playing golf for the better part of 20 years and I'd like to actually go out and like be competitive. Deep rough, we're hitting 170. Foo says he wears a cooler backpack with his drinks in it. I think if I wore a backpack to the golf course here, they would stop me and say, "What's in your backpack there, buddy?" I have one of those little electric push carts, the MGIs, and I'll keep my drinks in the cold pack on my golf bag, the one that's sort of insulated. Man, that ball is going super right. Right into the bunker. Yeah, I don't know. I think some people don't understand what pace of play is, but also here in Utah, they want you to keep a 15-minute per hole pace, but they're pushing people off the tees at every 10 minutes. So I guess you could say the math doesn't math, because you're already going to be, if the first team off the tee box is playing a 15-minute hole, you're already behind schedule if you're pushing people off the tee box every 10 minutes. You're already off schedule. You're already causing a log jam. Because if you go in to schedule a tee time here in Utah, you'll see there's a tee time every 10 minutes. And I'm like, but you want us to play 15-minute holes? You got to kind of pick a thing here, bub. Guys, I'm getting murdered on the greens here. I apologize. Like, I cannot make a putt. I think I set the stimp to 11 here. I'm going to get my ass beat in my own league. Downhill, braking. This is for double, so I'm thinking I'm taking a triple here. Dude, I can't make a putt. 7 over after 14. The courses here are getting a little bit quieter, but I also feel like some days we go, like people are trying to get their final rounds in for the year, so there's 150,000 people at the golf course. I don't know. I mean, it's not the people's fault. It's not the golfer's fault. It's the golf course's fault for pushing the tee times too close together. You can't very well blame the guy that's going in to get a tee time and he selects a tee time. Like, it ain't his fault, you know. It's the courses getting greedy and not having 15-minute tee time separation, you know. And this is not anything revolutionary. Like, I'm not the only person saying this. There's plenty of guys on TikTok that are saying the same shit. Like, please stop being greedy. Please stop pushing people off the tee boxes so quick. What am I hitting here? 144 ball speed. Wouldn't say that's a revelation. Yeah, I got a buddy who's from Arizona, and he says the same thing about the rates getting jacked up. Especially if you want to play like Waste Management or that other, I'm not familiar with all the courses, but yeah, some people, I'm of the mind that you should be aware enough of what you're doing on the golf course and you should let people play through. I don't want to have to go ask to play through. And you shouldn't let somebody play through if they're just going to be log jammed into the people in front of you. If there's nobody in front of you, and you know you're playing behind the pace, you should wait on the tee box and let those guys play through. You know? There's just a lot of people on the course, right? If you're at a basketball game, there's 10 people on the court, a couple of referees. When you're playing golf, right, there's 18 holes, and you've got at least a couple of different groups playing on each hole. So there's like 36 groups of people on the golf course. And if you multiply that by 4, what are you at, 70? There's 150 people on the golf course at any given time, give or take 10 or 20. And it's the only sport like that. Like, if you're out there, you're not the only people on that hole. You're usually got somebody waiting behind you, and you're waiting on somebody so you can hit your tee shot, right? So with that many human beings who all only have their own, you know, personal stake in it in mind, there's got to be some courtesy, some rules, right? And I think they try. If you look at the golf card, the scorecard, it usually says USGA rules. Once you get to double par, pick your ball up and move. Just shit like that. Yeah, TPC Scottsdale. That's one of the ones Mike mentions. Anyway, I'm rambling on, but son of a biscuit. Don't do that. You obviously wouldn't hit off concrete, especially if you've got some expensiver clubs. I'm not hitting off concrete, but If I was to move off this concrete right now, I would be assessed a 1-stroke penalty. I don't know. So let's see here. We're braking right. We're hitting downhill. So we only need to hit about 15 feet to get somewhere near the cup. She wanted to go in. No dice. Man, the time change is screwing me up so bad. All right, let's hit us a nice little 150 mile an hour plus ball here. I've been doing my speed training. $151. What did we get? Well, for some reason I didn't know it was daylight savings last night. So I wake up and I feel a little groggy even though I got an extra hour of sleep. And my wife said, Do you think it's because of daylight savings last night? And I said, holy shit, I didn't even know it was daylight savings last night. All right, guys, we're on a par 5 here. I think I can get up there with a 7 wood, but there's water. There's water in the way. Ball's naturally going to want to go right. Plus, I usually hit a bit of a fader with the 7 wood anyway. There's your little fader. That should be on the green. Putting for eagle, so hopefully an easy birdie. No, Tim, go to the SGT website, the Simulator Golf Tour website with the little orange triangle. And then you're going to go to leagues. I'll just show it to you. Look at all those unread emails. Oh my God. So Tim, if you go to the SGT website, you got to sign in. You'll see leagues here at the top left. All leagues. If you go to all leagues, I'm going to be way at the bottom because I'm a new guy. But just look for the stupid, look for this guy, this golf ball punching me in the face here. And then, I'm not real fond of the settings I have here, but I think -6 is going to let most of the people I want in the league get in the league. And then some of them, like the JT Walshes and the CC Wilcos of the world, like I don't have anything against them, but all they're going to do is just dominate the league. And Tim, if that's not what you're talking about, I apologize. I'll get you the information you want one way or another. Because that's what I do. I'm a damn tryhard. This is playing about 30 feet. Little 30-footer. That'd be real nice if that went in the hole. Oh, that was an eagle, dude. Yes. Hell yes. All right. Good old Tiger Woods. What is this supposed to be? What do we got going on with Tiger Woods here? We got two blondes kissing him on either cheek. I'm guessing that's a Photoshop job. 100% whole. He's back. 100% whole white Wheaties. Whole white wheat? Whole wheat? Huh. What the hell's up with that? None of my business. None of my business, buddy. All right, what do we got in the chat? Tim, were you able to, looks like that's what you were trying to find and you found it? I honestly don't like the name of the league. Can I edit that shit right now? Yeah, I don't want it to be all caps. I won't let you guys watch all of this nonsense. You saying the putt was crazy? Because I would have to politely agree with you. You guys want to hear something crazy? I'm now using the same driver and irons that I started out with 1.5 years ago. Callaway Rogue ST Max. I've gone through 4 different sets of irons. I've gone through 2 or 3 sets of same length irons, and I'm back to the same goddamn set of irons that I started out with last summer. It's just crazy to me how it came around. Yeah, the cartoon character was AI generated. My whole life's AI generated because I think we live in the Matrix. There we go, that's better. Foof, you say your uncle went to the Tiger Woods golf course and the locker room had a bunch of smut mags in it? Huh. I mean, I don't have any, there's nothing wrong with smut mags as long as they're being viewed by adults and not, you know, people whose minds they're going to warp. Like the women in those magazines, like you can call me whatever you want to call me. The women in those magazines are making good money. Nobody forced them to be in those magazines. So as long as they're being viewed by adults, I don't see any problem with them personally. But I'm also a dirty old man, I guess. So it's already 1:30. This stream's been pretty long, guys. Let's hit the range and see if I can belt a 300-yarder out here. And then maybe play one more round. Let's get us one 300-yarder. It's got to stay in bounds, though. So were the magazines in there because of the event, or were they always in there? I guess that makes a difference. Okay, it's got to stay on the golf course. What do we do there? Healy? we hit 140. We got to get the ball speed up. We got to be above 150 to hit 300 here. All right, that's a good sign. We're already almost there. That was 153 ball speed. You got to do a little bit of speed training every day. Okay, they were all, oh, the smut mags were always there, huh? That's not our guy. That's not our guy. That was 150. That ain't our guy either. That was a good shot. That was 155. 1.4 smash factor. That should have gone further than that. That's not our guy either. I'm pretty sure this is the setup I hit 300 with yesterday. Okay, definitely didn't Borgmeyer that one. That might be it, but it ain't gonna be in bounds. Nah, that ain't it. We're getting there. We'll get there. What do we got for ball speed? 157. You guys, you should be going further than this. Might need to deal off the club a little. That felt solid. It won't be on the golf course though. All right, launch monitor's showing that I gone 310. We just got to keep it in the damn golf course here. 160 ball speed. That might tickle 300. Don't look like it's gonna. You guys, 160 ball speed should be going well over 300. Descent angle's 45 degrees. You can see I have very poor form. That ain't gonna do it either. What in the holy horse shit is going on here? What's the loft on this? 10.5 degrees. Let's try a shorter tee. Is that it? Yeah, we got her. Nice short tee. Backspin is a little high. Yeah, that's why I got a shorter tee. Let's hit one more. That ain't gonna be in the golf course. Not in the golf course. Yeah, the backspin is high. But 2200, that might be all right. Yeah, that's good. You're talking to a rookie golfer here, man. I just know I want my backspin around 2000, 2500, right? Not in the golf course. There's a reason I don't do this in a real match, because you can see they don't land on the fairway too much. What do we do there? Good ball speed, 163. Backspin numbers a lot lower. Yeah, I got a 9. I think I can clock this down to 9 degrees. Or where's my Sim 2? No. The Sim 2's got a normal grip on it and I don't like it. Let me take this down to lower loft. Okay, I can only go down to 9.5 degrees aloft. Let's check it out. Osmium, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. An 8-degree AI smoke. I don't have anything that'll go down to 8 degrees. But if you're hitting 165 ball speed at 8 degrees, I'm guessing, what are you hitting, like 325, 330? That was too fat. Too fitty. Oh my God. Where's that headed? That's still going to be barely 300. Man, I need to learn to golf. Okay, high spin. Let's try this taller tee with the 9 degrees of loft, 9.5 degrees of loft. Okay, that was a miss hit, that don't count. Starting to crack these golf balls too, so check that every so often. That might be our guy there. So 9.5 degrees. Guys, I know that's not like record shattering or nothing, but I don't mind a 315 yard drive. I appreciate it. Let's hit one more and then find out what we're doing next here. That's not going to be in the fairway. Foof, I'm just using, I saw these cheap ass MaxFly tri-flies at Dick's Sporting Goods. And I liked them because they're marked up. Like I don't have to mark my golf balls. These ones, they're 15 bucks a box. They've got skull and crossbones, $, and beer can. Those are the 3 designs. That might be another one. Maybe not. My head's getting behind the ball, which ain't too bad with driver, but start doing that with your irons and you're dead. All right, one more. Tried to keep from swaying backwards. Not a bad one. It's just not on the fairway. That might stay in. All right, that's enough of that. That's enough swing speed training for today. Yeah. How do you get lower spin though? That's the question, is how do you reduce the spin? Because it's pretty high. 2,900 spin at 160 mile an hour ball speed. That is probably hurting me. I just don't know how to fix it. So move the ball further toward, I'll bite. So if I move the ball further toward the front of my stance, that feels so weird. $2,500, but it's going. Oh, that was shit. That was 140 ball speed. That was 3,700 spin. That ain't going nowhere. Let's move the ball closer to the middle of the stance and see what happens. I'm guessing it's going to be bad. Real bad. Nope, 1700 spin. That was actually better. God, that ball went, dude. Holy shit. You reduce the spin by a few hundred RPM and like it translates to so much more distance. That's crazy, dude. That was just a bad shot. Broke another tee. Son of a bitch. $4,200 spin. That ain't going anywhere. Okay, so shorter tee. This is a fun little experiment, huh? $2,600 spin. Yeah, I'd like to figure out how to get that spin down. Just even getting it under 2,000 RPM gave me like 20 extra yards. Launch angle was 11 degrees there. You guys honestly don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like trying my best here. I'm just trying my best. That was just a little worm burner. Still 3K. $2,800, dude. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think that's why those professional long drive guys use tall tees, if I had to guess. Maybe, maybe not. Because the short tee just exacerbates it. It generates more spin is what I'm saying. What do I got for tees here? Do I got any more tall boys? Here's a 36 millimeter tee. Since we broke this one. I shouldn't be doing this. I'm going to be so sore in the morning. Okay, so 36 millimeter tee. Ooh, 4,300 spin. God, that was ugly. $2,700. Launch angle 11 degrees. What's my angle of attack here? Where the hell's my AOA? Negative 0.5. All right, we better stop this soon or I'm going to get hurt. 3,300. Guys, I feel like I'm regressing here. 4 inches is the max for tees. Yeah, so I am never gonna play a 4-inch tee because I would hit under that ball every time. $2,300. All right, guys. I'm gonna do some research on how to lower backspin on the driver. I'm just not sure I would ever, I mean, I guess I could open up, but I usually don't do this anywhere but on the range. We could take it in, we could try a different club. Where's my Sim 2? We could try the Sim 2. Let's try the Sim 2 with a little bit of D-loft. I would like to know how to get that spin down. Yeah, I'll de-loft it. That's going to naturally close the face just because of the way these work. Let's see what it does. I don't know what the minimum loft on a Taylormade Sim 2 Max is. That's at standard loft is 10.5. Because I don't know if each of these little lines is 1 degree or half a degree. I mean, who the hell knows, really? Okay, let's try the Sim 2. I don't like the grip on the Sim 2, but here we go, boys. $3,700. Launch angle 10.2 degrees. What am I doing wrong here? Let me try closing the face like you said. Don't be surprised if this duck hooks though. I think these are just getting worse. $3,600 spin. 13 launch angle. Guys, I feel like it's just getting worse. What else can I do here? $5,000 spin. Let's try something else here. $2,300 spin. Probably barely go 3. I mean, they're going, but I think the like 1900 spin would be dope. What if I move it closer to the center of my stance yet again? We're really asking for trouble here, guys. That was dog shit. Okay, let's try closing the face Let's try closing the face up to like 11 o'clock here. There we go. $2,400 spin. Might go 3. I don't know how open the face was though. I can close it to 10 o'clock. That was over the top too. Get on the lead foot quicker. I'm so new to golf. I mean, I could try that. $3,000. That ain't even gonna go. Okay, ball speed was low on that one though. Smash was 1.4. This is difficult. $2,900. 158 ball speed, might go 3. This is crazy, guys. This is crazy. 12, launch angles 12. What can I do to reduce my launch angle? Let me try something here. Let's try to shallow the swing out more. That didn't do shit. Super low backspin though. Same launch angle, less backspin. I want like 600 fewer backspins than that though. Excuse me, RPM. Okay, that's gone. That's blocked. Well, man, I haven't been golfing for very long. I'll try almost anything, as evidenced by the 9 million golf clubs I have here that don't do shit. Right? $2,300. But my ball speed's starting to drop because I'm fat and I'm getting tired. Oh, shit. So that does help. $3,000. All right, that's enough of that. I'm gonna get hurt. Yeah, I took lessons, not for driver, swinging driver hard, but I took lessons when I first started golfing last summer. I think I took half a dozen lessons with the guy. All right, what do we got here? We have time for one more here. Looks like we got Bogey's backyard at Timberlane. Not a fan of Timberlane. For golf's sake is one of my favorite people on the planet. Let's play this one. Let's play for golf's sakes, Australian Courses League. Rest in peace, Katoomba GC that got closed. It's at Katoomba. 5,500 yard tees, 4-foot gimmies, soft greens, firm fairways, 10 stimp, breezy wind. We're actually at like 3,500 feet above sea level. Low spin heads have more weight at the front, you say. The lower spin shots actually feel better too. Low spin heads usually have more weight, 14.2 gram weight. Yeah, there's a 24 gram weight on the back of this. This is the Sim2 Max. I don't know. I could probably optimize it and get a lot more distance. But let's take what we've learned to the course and see if it lowers our score or if we just end up OB all the time. Okay, the weight at the back's for draw or fade bias. Gotcha. Moment of inertia. 151, 159 down. Let's get a round of golf in here real quick, and then I gotta go get ready for work. Luckily, I already trimmed my beard and bicked my head though, so that we're good to go on that. Let's see if I can still hit an iron shot. Man, that's a lot of training there. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Okay. I mean, the only time I hit a 300-yard drive outside is when I get real lucky and it's a downhill shot and the ball rolls down the fairway. You know? I got so much shit laying around the simulator, the stimulator. All right, guys, if we're wrong, we're gonna be in the trees. I can't do that anyway. I got to hit like a 7 wood here. We'll try to unload on one here in the next few holes. Oh. What are we doing? We're downhill. We got some wind blowing. This round don't need to take all day, do it? Come on, SGPRO. Just aim the ball at the damn pin. Why would I aim 4 yards in front of me? Jesus. Can't even get that right. He'd be pretty happy with that shot in real life, I think. Probably par or bogey out of here. What iron sets have you tried that are against the wall? Let's go through them real quick. Ping G425s. The reason I'm not using these currently is because they are whatever the shaft is that's not metal, and it's regular flex, so I pull the ball really bad with them. Mizuno Pro 221 musclebacks. I can hit them okay now, but they feel like shit. If you don't hit right off the sweet spot of the club, they feel like shit, which is, right, that's what everybody warned you about. These are the ones before. These are some old Wilson Staff Ultra 45s. They feel okay, but for some reason I was like, if I get a newer set of irons, I'll play better golf, which was total bullshit. These Giga Golf 1-length irons, the TRX 1-length irons. Again, composite shaft with regular flex, so I pull them really bad. And then AGX Golf, single length irons. Again, with the composite shaft, so I pull them really bad. And what I'm currently gaming are my Callaway Rogue ST Max irons, which is crazy because they just feel the best. It just doesn't matter what you use. Just pick something, probably not muscle backs or blades. Just pick something and play with them. Honestly, because I've spent thousands of dollars on golf clubs, and here I've circled back to the ones that I was using originally. It's just crazy to me. Where the hell's my putter? This is breaking pretty hard. I'm guessing I'm wrong here. It's downhill breaker. It's playing like 5 feet. We barely have to touch this ball here. So close. Okay, there's your bogey. Little bogey for you. Foof says beryllium copper ping I 2 pluses. Sort of familiar with those sticks. I got fitted for these Giga Golf 1 length irons, but it was just like an online fitting. Because I'm a little too tall and my wrist to floor is... I think they made them a quarter or a half an inch too long. Longer than standard. The ping's adjusting them from red dots to blue dots. All I know is I use black dot, which I think is standard lie. That's all I know, my friend. Okay, this is a par 4 and I still got 180 yards to go because I'm an idiot. Should be fine. Can you just aim at the green? Goddamn GS Pro, I swear. That is going over to the left. I think we cleared the water though. It's crazy that you hit so damn far after you do the swing speed training. I think you're supposed to do the swing speed training when you're not going to play any more real golf. I think. Okay, you're gaming the Srixon ZX i5s, I think. There's so many. So 1 degree, if you're having your lie adjusted, is that, are you a taller or shorter than normal golfer? Or do you just get the lie adjusted because of your swing? Okay guys, this is another hole where we can't really hit full driver. I don't know if they're doing this to us on purpose or not. But 210 will get us where we're trying to go. You can see the fairway is banked severely from left to right. What the hell was that? Why didn't my ball have a tracer? Is it because GS Pro's a piece of shit? That was really weird. Two degrees up. Yeah, I'm not real smart on any of that stuff. You'll have to forgive me. I'm just a hillbilly. I'm a hillbilly. Sit. Okay, downhill leaker. Let's just, needs to play about 14 feet. Let's put it about right there and let it leak into the pin. Good enough for government work. What are we at right now? +1? Okay, the lie helps with a fade or a draw. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. I gotcha. All right, guys. Really narrow fairway here. I think if I open up on the ball, we're gonna be in trouble, is where we're gonna be. The question is, do I give a shit or not? Let's just open up on one. Let's have a good time. No? Fun. That's fun. The ProTee rarely misses a read. We're good. We're all good. If it does it again, we know something's wrong with the connector. All right, we hit a tree. That was blasted though. That'd have gone a few hundred yards. That's the price you pay for greatness, folks. An Aussie hillbilly. Yeah. I don't know if you guys follow For Golf's Sake. He's Australian. JT Walsh is Australian. Joe Legowski's obviously Australian. But there's a whole lot of talent down there. Big Dog, I think, is from New Zealand, which I know is not Australia. I'm not trying to say it is. I'm not that dumb. That's wandering right. Don't hit that. Don't hit that. What happened there? Toey? Okay, Big Dog is Australian, but is now a Kiwi. Roger, copy, Tango. Okay, guys, we're in the rough and need to go like 30 yards here. That probably... Shit, that was a good shot. Let's do swing speed training before every round, boys. Yee-hoo! 145. Playing 140. $140. Guys, I hate to say things like this because it's so cliche, but if you're not subscribed and you feel like subscribing, I'm not trying to get the channel big or anything, but I for some reason that number correlates to validation for me. I'm just kidding. Okay, so apparently we're hitting fades today, and that ball is gonna go. Oh shit, we're in trouble. I should have looked at the topography before I hit the ball. We're in loads of shit here. Uh-oh, you would not want to be in this lie in real life. This would be just terrible lie. Obviously, GS Pro makes it overly easy to get out of shit like that. Is anybody offended by cussing? I'm not going to stop, but I just like to know my audience. This is going to play like 12 feet. Let's try to just hit it 10. Weak. Yeah, Tim, I knew you were subbed. Sorry, I'm a jerk. I do appreciate it. I am never going to be monetized, but I really don't want that kind of pressure. Okay guys, we got some OB here. This is a dangerous hole to open up on, but I kind of just want to do it anyway. That should be just fine. Okay, everybody's good copacetic with cussing. I try not to drop too many N-bombs. Yeah, I never do that. F-bombs. I love how my mind snapped to that. I try to keep the F words to a minimum, but I also have these marked as not children friendly, so. They're not for kids. The videos are not like made for kids. They're not like Dora the Explorer videos or Barney videos, right? That one's actually drawing over to the pin. I don't hate it, and it's gonna stick because we're playing soft greens. Can we get a birdie here? This putt's not doing hardly anything. 22 feet, I only need to hit it about 11. So here's what's gonna happen, guys. This ball is gonna trickle to the hole at the speed of smell, and it might go in. Here we go. That's lame. Swearing is caring. I was in the military for 20 years. I retired in 2021, so I swear quite a lot. Do we want to go for the green here? We got a tailwind and we're downhill. I say let's go for it. Let's use our swing speed training to help the good of mankind. It's for the good of mankind, damn it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, shit, I'll take that. Who wouldn't take that? There's your little sumbitch right there. All we got to do is chip on. No, I was United States Air Force. I'm not cool enough to be a Marine. Those dudes are in another league. Those dudes are in another league. Besides that, I'm too fat to be a Marine. Yes. Oh, we're still not even. Someday when I grow up, I want to be D-Lud or Flying Fat Kid. Guys who can actually go under par on occasion. All right, what do we got here? 158 downhill, but with kind of a shitty tailwind. I don't know. Let's just hit a 6-iron. Yeah. Stay in hotels instead of ditches. The Air Force definitely has a really nice accommodations compared to the other branches of the U.S. military, at least. Wrong club. Crap. That was a good shot, man. When I grow up, I want to be good at golf. This ball's doing all kinds of weird stuff. This is a really bad position to be in above the hole. Just kind of see what happens. pray. That's about as good as that could have gone, guys. Oh, that was a bogey? Shit, man. All right, what do we got here? This is a really nice golf course. For golf's sake, said this thing got shut down. I should totally play the wrong fairway here like a dick. I won't do that. All right, let's go full send on this. Full send with our swing speed training. Will it? It will not. It's not far enough. Get left. Get left. Don't go in there. Don't go in there. Oh. No good deed goes unpunished, boys. No good deed goes unpunished. Yeah, I would have some crazy stories too if I worked as a prison guard. 217 out of the rough, kind of a bad lie. Let's hit a 5 wood. That obviously would have rolled into the sand in real life. I sent it, sir. Full send. We almost went 3 hundo in play. Oh, that we lost a lot of distance there. You know what? For a par 5, I think we're going to be happy with it. I think we're going to shut up in color is what we're going to do. All right, ball's going to want to go left. Let's aim a little bit to the right. 16. That's going to be short, I think. Oh, that was just a pitiful chip. What are you doing, dude? You stupid asshole. Hey, Alpine Trader. Good to see you, sir. It's a leaker. I think it's a birdie though. No, a par. I screwed up. Get! Holy crap. Tree-lined fairway. Another back-to-back par 5s, huh? What do we got here? We got, guys, there's all kinds of bad stuff over here. Hopefully we can carry the ball. Oh. Yeah, it is nice as shit outside. I was gonna go out on the deck and have me 3 or 14 beers, but I thought better of it because I gotta work tomorrow. All right, that must have been toey. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh shit. Oh, those are trees. I thought those were rocks. Damn it. Guys, this is one of those things I just cannot stand about this software. I can't see my ball. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, F5. I can't really get a read on this. Let's hit some kind of a punch shot here. Said he had a deep voice like he was smoking 2 packs a day. Your voice carries. that not register? Don't be doing this shit to me. Don't be doing this shit. Okay, it's ready for shot. We're showing green. Oh, it got that one though. That shot was so bad. Dude. Oh my God. All right, let's staying on the bogey train, it looks like. We are nowhere near the hole, and this is the third shot. I got to lay up over here. I can't hit through the tree. Damn it. God damn it. That sucks, man. I wouldn't say a 500-yard par 5 is easy, but I shouldn't be getting my ass kicked like this. I remind you of him because he's the most handsome dude you've ever met. Just kidding. I know, my mom always told me I had a face for radio. A face only a mother could love. I really like this course. It's crazy this got shut down. Okay, guys. Fifth shot, still not on the green. Shit. Black beard with gray. Well, it sounds super handsome to me. I don't know. All right. What a trash can of a hole. .138 with a tailwind. What are we thinking here? Pitching wedge? Yeah, this is a beautiful course. They probably shut it down because they couldn't afford the greenskeepers. Get your ass left. Oh, that was just a horrible little shot. I honestly can't believe GS Pro didn't direct that shot into the bunker. It usually, if you're anywhere near a bunker, the magic bunker force field sucks you in like a tractor beam. Go! It is kind of a bizarre looking course, and it's got so many different terrain changes. You almost are like, sometimes I'm asking myself if I'm actually on the same golf course. Is that water or trees? You guys, the only thing that's keeping us from trying to hit this green is being blocked out. Let's use our swing speed training and see if I can do something with it here. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, that's terrible. What the hell? That ball got knocked down, dude. That's gonna cost us. This is only a par 4. Oh no. Oh shit. Okay, what can we do to scramble? Okay, I pretty much got a bail. I got to hit a little bailout shot here. Sucks to be me. Yeah, I'm not a fan of trees in front of the tee box, but I understand. Right, you're trying to... Uh-oh. Guys, we're having a rough go here. Don't go on... Son of a bitch. Where's my head right now, baby? What's our next option? Next option, I don't want this option again. $228. This is regular rough. I'm gonna break a cardinal rule here, and I'm gonna hit a 3-wood out of this lie, and hopefully we end up somewhere useful. We're probably gonna be in the water, but let's have a good time while we're in the water. What the fuck is with these trees? I mean, that was a good shot, but man, that was... Huh. 54, let's get up. Ball-eating trees. Oh, certainly ball-eating. You got that part right. They can eat my balls. You get your ass in that cup. All right, guys, that hole was an adventure. I feel like it was one of those really tough levels in Super Mario Brothers. 235 up 22, playing 250. Let's smash the shit out of a 3-wood and see what happens. Worm burner. At least we should be near the fairway. They can't all be winners. They can't all be winners. All right, you guys are watching the slow decline of my golf game here. We're 5 over. This course I wouldn't say is easy though. It doesn't have many straight holes. But it's still fun. It's a very beautiful course. Let's try to get a parski here. Uphill, 30 something feet. Or just blow it right through the back. Did I read that wrong? Weren't we up 11 inches? Okay, I gotta sink this. 6-footer, 5-footer. Katoomba. I like this course. The beginning of the end. We should be fine. We only got 4 holes left. We should be fine. Here, let's hit a hole-in-one. That's fat. That won't be a hole-in-one. Good shot, though. Good shot. All right, this is breaking hard. Oh no, I botched it, boys. This is gonna be a bogey. Unless I can bend, oh yeah, this is a bogey. Let's just hit a stupid little, let's just hit something stupid here. Let's do this. It wasn't stupid enough. There's you a bogey. 248, uphill, 250. Let's hit a 3-wood again. Maybe it'll work this time. We got OB along the left though. And it is going OB, guys. That sucks. That sucks. All right. OB will crush your scorecard in a heartbeat. Let's try it again. What do we do wrong there? Over the top, that'll always bone you. Don't ever go over the top. No better. Bounce left. Isn't it crazy you can have two shots that are almost, I don't know, 80 yards difference off the same tee box using the same club? Golf's a weird sport, guys. Too low, too short. Yeah, I really don't like OB. That stinks. What do we got to go here? 40, 60 feet. Oh, what a good putt. Double there, I think. Okay, we're up to 8 over. Let's try to keep it under 10. 288, down 16. Let's move over to the right side of the tee box and then unleash hell on a golf ball here. You really don't even need to unleash hell on it. You only need to hit like a 3-wood here because it's downhill. Okay, Tim, have a good day. Hit me up on Discord. If anybody ever wants to play, hit me up on Discord. I just got to be, I don't like staying up past my bedtime. That's all. We going to be hitting out of a bunker? No, that was a good shot. That was a good shot. Thanks for chatting us up, Tim. I appreciate you. You guys, with this short par fours like this, I can't even imagine what the scorecard looks like. I don't know if I can get it to come up. I can't. Well, you can have an amazing drive and a shitty approach shot, and you're not going to make birdies. 15-footer. Oh, you little turd. You little turd. That should have been in the hole. Yeah, guys, feel free to hit me up on Discord. I'm here for you. Let's see. It's the 18th hole. There's no reason not to smash the piss out of this golf ball. Let's make sure it's not cracked. It's been getting abused pretty bad today. Through the trees. Crack, 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 crack. All right, we had good intentions. That sumbitch would have gone a long ways too, guys. 2,000 RPM of backspin, 158 ball speed. That's a shame is what that is, because we're still 200 out. That is just a shame. Absolutely terrible. Damn it. Just a shame. All right, Vokey's gonna have to treat us good or we're taking another bogue. What a shame. Hey, Terry D. Yeah, I've tried a lot of different golf clubs this season. I just started golfing, well, last summer. Oh, you turd. Ah, son of a bitch. Guys, I am not a very good putter here. What do we gotta go? 5 feet. Oh! All right. There's your final score there. Looks like this course is a par 69. I was not aware of that. I don't think I've ever played on a par 69 course. I think I've seen par 71s, par 73s. I've seen that stuff, but never a par 69. Not a bad score. Let's check out some stats. Looks like the ball that we were able to keep on the fairway, because there were only 4 of them, went 263 with 153 ball speed. Not a bad round, honestly. Greens and fairways ain't great, but I usually only hit 30 or 40% of my greens in regulation anyhow. And then, guys, I do not know what the hell this is. SGT handicap negative 35.7. What could that possibly mean? Yeah, if your 60 yards and in is not doing well, you're gonna see stuff suffer, unfortunately. Okay, there I am. +9. Let's check out the scorecard. Looks like we get 3 strokes for our handicap. Obviously, those would have been awarded on the 1, 2, and 3 index holes. So you can see, here's one of them. Here's 2. Here's the other. Not a bad score. It was hard to get on a fairway because every fairway was covered in trees. Maybe that, I don't know if a course with a lot of trees requires better greenskeepers or more money, but for golf's sake said that this course was shut down in 2013, so it's been over 10 years, but fun little course. Anyhow, guys, we looked at the scorecard. We had a pretty long live stream here. We covered a lot of topics. We did a little long drive contest that I was the only one in there. And I learned that if I can figure out some way to get my backspin down to about 1900 or 2000 RPM, that I'll be able to hit hopefully 325, 330. But that's all I got, guys. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you don't, it's not going to hurt my feelings, because I won't even know that you didn't subscribe. And that's all I got for you. It's Sunday, the 2nd of November, 2025, and it is time for me to go start thinking about getting ready for work. If you guys don't have anything else in the chat, I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. We had some good conversations, but yeah, that's it for me. I'll see you guys on the next live stream, probably tomorrow afternoon when I get home from work, pending that I don't feel too shitty. But that's it. We'll see you guys. TurbodTalon Golf signing out. Have a good one.